I'm not streaming the regular YouTube. I'm streaming vertical YouTube, but I'm not streaming regular YouTube. Wonderful, wonderful. I love it. I love to see it. Why am I not full screen? No. Why am I broken? Why does it think I'm broken? My immersion's ruined. Why, hello? I'm assuming this has something to do with the fact that, so a couple of things happened over the weekend. One of them was I did do a call in, so I just woke up from a nap. Do you know, like, I think puppy tired me out so much that I actually took a nappy wappy. Hold on. Toggle full screen. This is full screen. This is not full screen. This is less than full screen. We put it back here. Full screen. Toggle full screen. There we go. It just didn't feel like toggling its full screen properly. I'm not loud enough, you said. Ah. Is that better? For real? Hold on. Hi Anna, hara. Are you ready today? I am doing okay. I'm Eepy, big Eepy Skeepy. Hi Hug, hi Archie. I hope you're no longer stinky. Hara Zia, hara. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Yes, at least you won't be stinky. Hi Scribs, hi TM. How are you guys? Hello Sarah. Meow, 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 meow. Hello, congratulations on being Loop Champ. Hello, Zaza Squawk. Hi. Some of her is missing. No, that was a hallucination. I don't know what you're talking about. The magic invisible line. The audio is so low for you. Is it better now? Have I fixed the audio? The frick is happening. Hi, chicken. Hello, double car. Is the audio low for anybody else? You put back up 200%, still not loud enough. They tend to do that. You have the volume on max. Cat has no voice. A little bit more. You want to upbeat a bit more. You guys want to upbeat a bit more, knowing full well that I scream. A couple of things. So I did call in at a convention, the Genesis convention, which is like a fighting game convention with Avi, and we kind of explored a little bit around on Friday. I got to see some cool vendors, got to see talk to some cool people. Um they invited us over for Saturday. But I kind of had some plans to let's go. Oh wait, how do I make it do it again? I heard it. Actions and cues, action history, requeue. Wait, why isn't it playing? Headset, audio. Yeah, it doesn't seem to. Hello? Speaker bot. Where are you playing this to? Events. Audio output device. Why are you playing it here? I don't want you to play it here. You should be playing it here. Rikyu. I can hear it. Where are you playing this from? Good. Refresh. Refresh. Rikyu. How do I fix this? What? Are you sure you capture it in OBS? Yeah, I think. She's hearing voices that don't exist. Where does it go? If I hear it, where are you guys hearing it? If I hear it, where are you guys hearing it? Where is it trying to send it? You've caught me. I'm trying to tell updates in multiple stories, and now you've caught me doing tech testing while I have just recently woken from a nap and ever so slightly groggy. It says here, audio output device. Speech will be played on the device selected. Headphones. Refresh. Save settings. Headset audio. Oh, sorry, I keep sticking my tongue out at you. I'm a and then requeue. Why isn't it playing any of it? Those have no sound too. I see that. I've set the audio for that to the headphones wireless game. That's my headphones output. Which is literally what I'm wearing and what I'm hearing it from. Hi, Senator Popham Fresh. What if I set it to chat?
I wonder if TTS sound works. AWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWA.
Okay, well that doesn't help though. It doesn't help. That doesn't help for me to have it on the chat audio because then that means the game sounds are coming out from the same audio. Ow! Why is it so much louder? We can hear stuff now? Yeah, but it's coming out of the wrong output. Before I was listening to the wireless game, and it should also be able to play from the chat audio. It's supposed to play from both and treat the headphones as the same output. Why is this not working? Why are you not working when I set you here? You're supposed to toggle for both. Oh, wait. I see now. Audio output was set to, like, absolute 0. Like, negatives in the... Why was it set to, like, -0? Let's try again. Oh, there we go. Now you can hear it. It's because everything was set to 0. Why was... OBS? Why you broken? Why things be broken? And now I don't remember, like, what volume things were at.
I wonder if TTS sound works.
Is that too loud compared to my voice? Is that too loud compared to my voice?
I wonder if TTS sound works AWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWA.
So cultured. Hara hara. Thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I go stronger. Thank you, thank you. And Zen the Fox, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I go stronger. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Where am I? Now that everything should be functioning, supposedly. Can I start? Can I actually start streaming? Scam said they scam cat audio to the cat brain without PC. Are you
Sara
sure?
Salungguhit Verlin has deemed it necessary to water the cat.
She's hearing voices that don't exist. I think that's not so sure. I don't know. You think the problem is that we're not hearing it. That is a big problem. That's not our fault. That's my fault. Those sounds have nothing. Hi. You are not stinky anymore. We have Archie. He has been cleansed. We can hear stuff now. There we go. Yeah, everything was set to 0. Hada. Is it recat cattle trickles? Hello. New here was scrolling, saw you got bopped by purple thing. Yo! We're doing really good. I just had some scuff and tech issues because it's been a hot minute since I've done regular streaming. And for some reason, all of my settings were broken. And hopefully they're fixed now. And hopefully I can hear you guys and you can hear me and you can hear yourselves. WA, 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 WA. That is good. That's good. That's good. Very nice. Water first. The notifications are too loud compared to your voice. Right now, let me. Negative 14 degrees decibel. Yeah, since I'm doing it on the spot, I don't remember what setting I had the audio at.
I wonder if TTS sound
Is
works
that better? My voice averages at like
AWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWAWA
I
at
wonder if TTS sound
negative
works
20. I'm around like 25. I think I need to lower it down a little bit more. Negative 20. Is that better?
I wonder if TTS sound works
there we go. It is better, yes. More like Beko not loud enough. More like I'm not loud enough. I will try my best. It's a little better, but it's about the same volume. It's about the same, yeah, because I average around negative 20, around about 25 to 20, and I think right now we are making the audio around like
I wonder if TTS
test,
sound works
test. We're making it around negative 30. We're making it around. That was very low. It's still coming out of the wrong audio though. I will say that it's still technically speaking, it's still coming out of the wrong audio. Because I'm pretty sure, or maybe I'm hallucinating, but I think the TTS is supposed to come out of the headphones chat line.
Beko is tiny person. Just scoot closer to microphone. Meow.
Meow. Meow. Anyway, yeah, I went to a dog cafe for Valentine's Day, and it's a cafe that like they don't have. So when you go to a cat cafe, right, it's like they've got a bunch of cats that are housed within the cafe. The cafe owns a bunch of cats, and people come and visit the cats. But it's not like that. It's a cafe. It's literally a regular cafe that has like a sitting area for
Beko cute.
people. Yay! Thank you. It has a sitting area. There's a cafe area, and then there's a sitting area for people to
Hi,
come.
is tcakeproduction.com is the right site to report my kitchen appliances not working?
Yes. No, actually. Actually, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, there's no kitchen appliances here. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I went to this dog cafe. I went to this dog cafe where it's a regular cafe. You can get cafe goods and things like that, but they also have a sitting area for the dogs to come and hang out. And none of the dogs are owned by the cafe except for a singular dog. They own one dog. His name is Colby, I think. And then all of the other dogs that were there were owned by other people of the community that come on a regular basis to this cafe to hang out with their dogs, with their other dogs, socialize the dogs. It's literally like a dog park, but like inside, indoors. And it was super duper cool because all of the dogs were super duper friendly. There were so many people. It was so busy. There was so noisy. There was a lot of people. But all of the dogs were super duper friendly. They had like a couple of Bichon Frises, they had a couple of poodles, they had a couple of I think they also had Australian Shepherd, a mini one, like a miniature mini Australian Shepherd. So he was like really compact and round and tiny. They had I did see one Chihuahua. I saw I think a standard poodle, but like his name was Sherlock. I learned a couple of the dogs' names, right? Because there was a woman that I sat next to and she was giving treats to a bunch of the dogs. That's how I got a bunch of the pictures of all of the dogs, is because I sat next to her so I could take pictures of the dogs, of these dogs that are owned by a bunch of other people, other people's dogs. Is that weird? Is it weird to take pictures of other people's dogs? Anyway, I took pictures of other people's dogs while sitting next to this woman that was giving them treats. And as she was handing out treats, she was saying their names as she was giving it to them, and just like flawlessly. I looked at her. I'm like, you know all of these dogs' names, like every single one of them. And in my head, I'm thinking, I'm like, she must be like the owner or something to see these dogs on a regular. And she's like, yep. I'm like, which one is yours? Are you a regular? And she's just like, yeah, this dog, it's not even her dog, it's her daughter's dog. She's like, this dog is my daughter's dog. His name was Adonis. And I'm like, oh my god, she's not even a dog owner. She's doing this to socialize her daughter's dog, and she comes like 3 times a week. I'm like, oh my god, if it wasn't like an hour and a half away from me, I would love to do that. But I kind of really do want to do that. I'm kind of like wondering, like, what if I just treat that cafe as like my office space, and I go there and I just bring my laptop and I go work there. I do my work over there, and I get to hang out with the dogs all day, and I treat it like an actual office, a work office space, so that way I'm not at home all the time and a homebody. And you know, like how people have to do a rented office space, and so that they have that separation of work and home and whatnot. Like, what if I just did that? But like, also there was other dogs. There was Peanut was kind of funny because he rolled on the floor. Like, he just kept going all over the floor and laying down, exposing his belly to everybody so that everybody could come check him out. And then there was another dog. There was Hans, the wiener dog. Then there was Sherlock, the poodle, who was massively he was massively feeling the Valentine season and really wanted to get some action. So much so that I learned something new. I didn't realize a dog could totally, uh, what is the word I am looking for? They could totally fix their problem on their own. They could totally fix their own problem, and I didn't know they could do that. But Sherlock was totally not shy about it and totally just did his business. Bear and Patch. Hello, thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I go stronger. Thank you, thank you. Where are we? Hi, lady. Hello. Dog park, all weather cafe, pup cups everywhere. There were so many puppies. There were so many. Hi, Hiro. You would go to a Beko cafe. A Beko cafe would be
All
awesome.
animals can. Humanity isn't special.
What do you mean humanity isn't special? Humanity cannot solve that. Humanity cannot solve their own problem. I've heard many a conversation where man has talked about, hey, would you, if you were given the opportunity to have the operation to remove 2 of your rib cage ribs so that you could do it, would you? I think I heard conversation that man has too many rib cage bones to allow themselves to fix their own problem. A woman, oh my, yes. Hi, Atheist Paladin. Hello, Zombie Fox. Standard poodles are hunting dogs, bird dogs specifically. That poodle cut you see in most media is a hunting cut. Which one? Lets the dog stay cool while protecting the joints and vitals. Ah, the fluffy ball one, the one that I imagine usually for like fluffy like show dogs. Me when I purposely eat the McDonald's menu sign. Man, no, I don't crave McDonald's anymore. McDonald's, I grew up at McDonald's and now I don't crave McDonald's anymore. Now I crave things like In-N-Out and Raisin Cane's and Jason's Deli and Jollibee. Jollibee. Becca learning about the birds and the bees. I'm learning about the dogs and these. Yeah, LOL, humans just making more problems. They can't do it. Not my family friendly Beko. How am I supposed to watch her with my family now? I'm not saying anything. I don't think. Too accessible. I'm saying things that only adults will understand, I think. Honestly, if you want more of the details, I'm pretty sure Bell will talk about it later on his stream. But I was like quite shooked, and I'm just like trying not to stare because I didn't realize that was a thing that they could do. What is Kat talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Who did that? Fuck you, Sarah. Fuck you. Jollibee. Yeah, Jollibee. You knew it. Of course I crave the Jollibee. You're 5. What is this? Nothing. We're just talking about dogs solving their own problems. They're solving their own problems. Anyway, that I talked to an owner that had a really weird looking dog. They said it was like a Pomeranian mixed with Dachshund, maybe. No, Pomeranian mixed with Chihuahua or mixed with something. It was a short-legged dog that didn't look like a wiener dog. It was a short-legged dog that did not look like a wiener dog, but it looked like a Chihuahua. It looked like a Chihuahua with short, stubby legs. So it's like really weird to have like a low-hanging Chihuahua. And I was asking him like, "Wow, what is your dog?" And I asked them, "Where'd you get your dog?" And they're like, "Oh, we got our dog from Craigslist. I don't know." And I'm like, "Oh." And that got me looking into dogs again, doing my routine, looking into dogs and wondering if it's time. And even then, partially I'm worried. I'm partially worried that maybe it's still not time because I'm just like, what if I just keep thinking about Mia? And you guys didn't. I think many of you guys came a little bit like after Mia, like me talking about Mia, or after Mia's passing. Like Mia was a huge part of my life in terms of like my very first dog, my very 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 first dog, and like not realizing a dog could affect your life that much and and Mia really affected my life a lot because I grew up a majority of my life not having any pets because that was just not a thing that the homestead supported. And so like I had Mia pretty late in her lifespan. She was an old dog. I adopted her when she was like already 5 years old. So she already came with a lot of her DLC installed. She had things like she was pretty good. She was a potty trained. She knew how to handle a leash. She could go for walkies. I just did supplemental training, right? So I taught her new things like being able to walk backwards, being able to sit on command, stand, to wait, to come to me, things like that. Like I taught her those things, but things like her manners and like how calm she was, she came pre-installed with that. A corgi? It wasn't a corgi. Pamahuawa? Kind of looked like that. Pamahuahua. Pets are the goat. They're so great, and she was always with me, and she was essentially like my emotional support animal because I was, very anxious creature. You know, had needed a lot of like emotional support and things like that, at the time. And so that was kind of nice, but also she suffered from separation anxiety. And so like we always joked that like I was technically her emotional support human instead, because every time I wasn't around, she was such a nervous wreck. Um, so yeah, Mia was such a good dog. She was a really, really good dog. But then like during one of the moves, um, she kind of had a pretty bad kidney failure shutdown, and she basically continued to deteriorate. And that really sucked. That really sucked. Um, especially since like I worried if it was like my fault because like it was one too many moves or it was too stressful, or like cuz like I freaked out in a moment where like during one of the during the moving process, and we're like driving across country and things like that. There's like a part where like you take a break at a rest stop and you're like eating and whatnot, and like part of me is worried that like what if her kidney failure could have been avoided? What if she ate something by accident during that road trip? What if she did something or licked the ground or licked the asphalt, the road, or anything, and that caused her kidney failure? And because it happened so drastically and suddenly, like after the move, and it just I was like devastated. Um, so like yeah, Doggo would never blame you. Man, it was so rough. I actually like when she died during one of the other most recent moves again. I moved again, right? Um, and I I friggin' had a terrible breakdown. I I had to call Spooky. I was bawling and crying, and Spooky luckily like was there to help me and had to like call one of my local vets and talk to them and give them the details and like tell them like I needed to bring my dog in and they would handle everything else. And I'm just crying. I'm like about to cry right now. But yeah, no. It was really nice to have Spooky there uh and help me with that cuz I was just like I didn't know what to do. But yeah, so Mia got cremated. She's on my altar next to my grandfather. And now we have new pup. Ugh! Ugh! Sorry, hold on. Sniffle. Let me get it out of my system. Okay, now we have new dog. New dog is boy dog. His name is Kogi. I saw a new dog. And I'm like, you know what? Because I'm so spoiled from having Mia. Mia was a Bichon Poodle mix. I'm so spoiled by having Mia, and Mia's like a non shedding dog that I kind of didn't want to have any shedding animals. So I found this one dog. It's an Aussie Doodle mix breed. Um and I think they kind of look like freaks when they become adults because they're like a weird mixture of not knowing what they want to be and super curly and awkward looking. Um and I just could not stop laughing. I could not stop laughing at like pictures when I googled it. Um but also some part of that just felt right for some reason. Isn't that weird? Like it just felt right. And but they were really far away. Um and I asked Bell if he could drive me like 6+ hours to go look at these puppies because I'm just like, me being me, and I like saying yes to certain opportunities. I'm just like, hey, can I go see? And they're like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, hey. And like for the longest time, I was kind of really nervous because their listing looked really sketch because a lot of the pictures looked heavily like photoshopped, like they cropped out the background so that you could see the dog, and they put like a fake background. Uh, Hogalini, hara hara, thank you so much for the follow. With every level I go stronger. Thank you, thank you. Um, so I was like really, really nervous that this was like a scam listing or something like that. But then they gave me their address and I googled their address and I found that their address was actually tied to a horse ranch, and they had a website. I don't know why they didn't send me a link to their website through our text messages, but I essentially like scoped them out, looked at their website, looked at like their website actually talked about the Aussie Doodles and their horses, and they raise like good grade tier horses as well as like Aussie Doodles, and they had a picture of like the entire litter, and the ones that we were looking at were like the last two of the litter. Lloyd the Lloyd the hello. Haro haro, thank you so much for the follow. With every level I go soccer, thank you, thank you. Um, so they were like the last of the litter. They were like the leftovers. Cause I originally wanted girl, cause I'm used to girl dog, right? I'm used to a girl dog. So I was a little bit like, they boy dog, but also like, I don't know, it dog. And I kept asking Belle, I'm like, Belle, you've had boy dog. What is it like to have boy dog? What's the major difference? Like, what? They just pee higher? They lift their leg when they pee? Like, what else? Anything else? Like, what's the major differences? Did you get a horse? I did not get a horse. Did you get to see the horses? I saw the horses. They had furry horses. They had a couple of furry horses. I didn't take a lot of pictures because I thought it would be kind of rude to take pictures of their home, right? Because that's where they live. Poor Belle. Most places do that. Poor Belle. They look like a very Beko coated dog. You think so? You think the dog looks me coated? Because originally, for the longest time, I was originally thinking a lot about a Malamute because I wanted to know what a big dog is like, what owning a big dog is like. Mia passed on the torch to Kogi. Don't forget to put up incense sticks for the loved ones. Yeah. Some dogs just have those issues. It's an unfortunate thing, but most dogs don't make it to 15 for one natural thing or another. That's true. Technically, Mia lasted longer than her cousins, which are the dogs owned by my sister. Something dog and cats living together. Yeah. Doggo would never blame you. Haunts, not yet. Should have gotten the horse too. I don't have space for a horse. Where am I gonna put it? How am I gonna bring it back? When are you getting a horse? They're cool pets. Dude, when I get land to house a horse, they need like four, what is it? What's it called? Yards? No, not yards. 4 acres. They need 4 acres minimum for horses. Give you the leftovers. So like, I asked Belle. I'm like, hey, I want to go see some dogs. You okay to drive me like 6+ hours? You got any plans? And he's just like, show me the dogs. And I sent him a picture of the dog, and he's just like, yes. Like, I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yes, let's go see dogs. I'm like, okay. I sat in the car for like ever, just kind of like I was falling asleep in and out, but also I was thinking about dogs, dreaming about dogs, freaking out and wondering like, am I gonna be a good owner? Am I gonna be okay? Meanwhile, my brother is like messaging me also, and he's just like, you thinking about getting a dog? Why not get dog? I'm just like, well, because it's puppy and I don't know if I'll be a good dog. And he's just like, dude, you were like taking care of 3 dogs like at once. Uh and when he says 3, he means like my dog and my sister's dogs, because my sister had a habit of like constantly dumping her dogs on the homestead whenever she was too busy or whenever the dogs had like problems. She would just dump them on the homestead and I would immediately start taking care of them. And whenever she would dump them, like the first thing I would do, I would corral them into the bath. I'm like, okay guys, corral into the bath, take bath, wash you guys, make you clean because I know you are dirty. And that's also mainly for like, because one of the parental authorities did not like dirty things. They were allergic to dogs. So like the first thing I would always do is give them a bath upon arrival, and then I would do any maintenance and things like that, and I would take care of them. There was one time, like, I was so mad about this. Monkey Slayer, hado hado, thank you so much for the follow. With every level, you're stronger. I was so mad about this. One of the times my sister came to pick up her dogs, I straight up warned her. I'm like, hey, so Sophie, her dew claw is getting really long and it's starting to curl and it's super duper sharp. But I didn't trim her claws because she's got black nails and I'm really, really anxious about trimming black nails. But you really, really need to get them trimmed. And she's like, okay, okay, okay. Right. I was like, really, really need to get them trimmed. And what happens? The next time she brings her dogs over, friggin', she's just like, Sophie cut her eyeball. She sliced her eyeball open because she was scratching her face and her dew claw sliced her eye open. And I got so pissed off at her because it was literally like what I was warning her about. And so I did the whole spiel, I cleansed them, and then I went and I begrudgingly like shaved down Sophie's nails. I didn't care if I like accidentally slightly like because I was it when the with the black nails, it's kind of hard to see they're quick, so I was trying to be really really careful, but it was one of those things where it's just like it's better than nothing. And then I also wrapped her paws in like mittens. I got like mittens, wrapped her paws, and then I secluded her into a box. And one of the parental authorities gave me like this what do you call it, antibiotic eye drop thing, so that I had to drop that into Sophie's eye like 3 times per day to make sure she healed properly. And so I did that for I think like 2 weeks, tending to Sophie while maintaining the other dogs, right? And then the moment Sophie was healed, my sister came by, was like, okay, picking up the dogs. And I'm just like, sigh. So my brother was very, very encouraging of me, and he's just like, "You were like the main caretaker of the dogs at the homestead." Like he's just like, I think you can do it. I don't think you need to worry." He's like, "I don't think you need to worry," and I'm like, "Yeah, but these are puppies. I don't know anything about puppies. All of the dogs were full grown when I was at the homestead." Uh, where is it? I can see it now. Beko, Belle, drive me 6 hours to look at doggos. Belle, what? I don't want to. 6 hours later. Belle, Beko, we must get these doggos. Beko, I already picked out this one. Belle, we need more. No, he's had. So Belle technically has had like multiple dogs throughout his life or something. And so, like, when he found out that it was the last 2 of the remaining litter, and I was only getting one, he was just like, he does not like separating the litter or having like abandoning one of the dogs. And he's just like saying that he would feel really, really bad. So he took the other dog. He took the other dog. So, I mean, technically speaking, I think he claimed one first before me. As we were driving there, he's looking at the pictures. He claimed one before me. So technically, I was the one that was getting the leftover dog. Technically, I was, cause I was like, "Are you sure you want the blue-eyed one? What if I want the blue-eyed one?" And he's just like, "No, he wants that." I'm like, "Man," but it's okay. It turned out better because the blue-eyed dog is actually kind of a batch of cookies. The blue-eyed dog is actually kind of like a troublemaker. So I guess it's a good thing that I didn't get the blue-eyed dog on the balcony like Juan based. We ride at dawn. Oh, yeah. The more you hear about your sister, the more you wonder how she has lived this long. She has lived. Also, Belle wailing in pain because he didn't get a saddle first. Oh, for riding. The longer the claws the longer the vein gets too. Yeah. That was a problem that I had with Mia was when I adopted her, they actually never trimmed her claws. So it was actually really frustrating because it didn't matter how many times like they kept telling me like if I keep trimming it like really really super duper close to the quick, it will make the quick recede. And I kept doing that. I kept trying to do that, but it still like was super duper long and it never receded. So in a lot of her pictures, she has really really long nails, and that's not my fault because she kind of was adopted with really long nails, but I kept like shaving them down. They were always shaved down. And thankfully she had like clear nails. So it was easy for me to see her quick. But like, yeah. Yeah, you can't have two troublemakers together. Dude, they're both babies. They're both babies. And like I had to babysit both dogs today, right? Because since they're both babies and fresh, they're both like not very trained, and I have the benefit of working from home and Belle doesn't. So like basically until he gets training his dog, uh I have to be babysitting both dogs. So it's almost like I adopted both. And they were being such a menace. I worked in the living room today because, like, so you know when I said like Mia came pre-installed with DLC? These dogs don't understand the concept of stairs. And so they do not function stairs. They do not walk upstairs, they do not walk downstairs. Anything more than like 2 steps and they are non-functioning doggo.exe broken. Um so I also could not leave them alone in my office because my office is still kind of a mess with all of my like work stuff all over the floor. But like the living room is clean and the dining room is clean, so they can hang out there. So I had to work in the living room, and even then, like even with it clean, these suckers, or particularly his dog, Ren, I'm trying to send an email and his dog keeps grabbing for my slippers. He'll like wait for me to write an email and then he'll like waddle over, lean ever so slightly forward, snatch my slipper and run away so that he could start gnawing on it. And I have to like go and grab it from him. I had to do that like freaking 6 times today. And then like he was also he was chewing, he chewed on the dog bed, he chewed on my carpet, he chewed on my slipper and my shoe. He chewed on this rabbit hide that I have on my entertainment center, pulled that off, took that with him. I gave him a plushie, like a random disposable like plushie, chewed that up, tried to eat some cards that are developed by my work, tried to take that off the bookshelf, chewed on his paws, chewed on his brother, chewed on my chair. Uh According to Belle, that's a normal thing because I think his is teething. I guess his is teething. What else? Freaking chewed. They get excited about anything plastic. I took them for a walk, and I went and got my mail. And as I'm trying to sort the mail on my floor, they kept taking the mail from me. They would just, both of them would just come over, grab the envelopes, and just run with them. And I had to chase them down, grabbing my mail. I couldn't even sort my own mail. Granted, I guess I could have sorted my mail on the counter, but man, I'm just comfy on the floor. He sensed a similar energy. Now the bell tower is full of crazy dogs. These pups are in pre-alpha. One cat to rule all the doggos. Blue screen of doggos. So many doggos. That sounds fun. Can we get that as a redeem? Which part? Bears. Hara. Thank you so much for the follow. With every level I go stronger. Thank you. It's pupper energy. They just want to play. Yeah, I've never had puppy before, but I'm also really excited because since Mia was so old, she actually grew up not really knowing how to use dog toys and play. So I'm actually really excited to see the puppies play, and I want to teach him to actually play. Like I want to be able to play with my dog. Like that's one thing that I'm really excited about. I want to be able to play with my dog. I want to know what it's like to have a dog that plays with you because Mia never played with me. She was purely a lap dog. And as much as I love that, I really wanted her to have some enjoyment, right, and play and socialize. We could like I couldn't like take her. I'd take her to dog parks, but she was a Velcro dog, and she only stayed next to me and would profusely drool because the other dogs would make her nervous. But with these dogs, with these puppies, I want to try to socialize them as early as possible, and I want to go take them to like that dog cafe that I was telling you guys about. I want to get them socialized and be friendly and be happy with all the other dogs and play with them. And I'm gonna be so excited. I want to know what it's like to have like like a properly functioning raised dog. Not that Mia wasn't properly raised or whatnot, but she did lack like dog attributes. I was her emotional support human. I love Mia. I love Mia so much. And surprisingly enough, Kogi is slowly developing same Mia energy because he's slightly becoming a Velcro dog as well. He started following me from room to room, ever so passively. And he like pays attention whenever I make a noise, if I clear my throat, if I cough, he immediately like gets up to look at me, and then like if nothing's amiss, then he'll lay back down, right? But then like also if I get up, he'll follow me. So if I'm in the living room, he'll be in the living room just to be in the vicinity. And then if I get up to go to the kitchen, he follows me to the kitchen and goes to his dog bed because that's where his dog bed is, in the dining room area right now. So he's ever so slightly being a Velcro dog. So amazing. When your dog was a puppy, he ate the drywall, the door frame, and the carpet. That is crazy. Yeah, I spent much of my day telling dogs to stop. He still likes eating cardboard and paper. Even as a young pup, some doggos show themselves as medical. Yeah, get a baby gate. I have I have somewhat of a gate, but also I think they're getting privy to the gate. I think they're getting desperate enough that like they are okay with being able to push the gate, and like they technically probably could hop the gate if they really wanted to. They haven't yet. They just pushed it. They know they can push it. The puppy power. Puppy power. Um I used to have dog gate. I don't and I don't seem to have dog gate. And I'm trying to remember what happened to my dog gate. If I just flat out got rid of dog gate, but I don't have it. I have the big folding gate, but I don't have dog gate. Your dog don't play, but your other dog is convinced that it's not playing if there's No, that's too aggressive. Was it the normie Mia or something like Mia? It was apparently Mia's name was me mispronouncing her name because the way it was spelled on her adoption forms was Mya, right? And everybody else that reads her name read it as Maya. I was the only one that read her name as Mia. And so like every time I would take her to the vet or something, they'd always call her Maya, and I'd have to correct them to Mia because that was what I had been calling her, because that's what I had read it as. And I guess to everybody else, I was the one misreading it, but because I had been already calling her Mia for so long, I'm just like, it's Mia. That's what she reacts to. She reacts to Mia. I've been calling her that for so long. Yeah. Such a smart boy. How are the shrimps, fish, snails doing? So the fish, I need to do some recovery on them. They're still doing fine, but something happened to the tank during the weekend that I went to go see my boss. I think it's so strange. Literally the weekends that I'm only gone for like 2-3 days. I come back and the tank is like the biggest change ever. But when I'm here for like weeks on end, it doesn't change at all. So like when I came back, there was a whole bunch of algae growing in the tank. Um and I don't understand why, other than like the only thing that has changed was that I put some bok choy in the top to try to see if I can grow bok choy. But that bok choy kind of messed up my ecosystem because one, somehow it created a whole bunch of algae in the tank, and two, freaking I don't know where they came from, but that bok choy created aphids. The aphids were infesting the bok choy. I don't know where they came from. I got this bok choy from freaking the grocery store. Um, and it was covered in aphids, and the aphids were milking the bok choy, and there was a lot of like sap all over my tank. So I don't know if that attributed to the freaking algae. So I removed the bok choy and I removed some of the algae, but now I need to remove more of the algae. But the reason why I haven't done that yet is because all of the algae is like interwoven with some of my pre-existing plants in the tank, and if I were to remove all of them, I'd be removing an exponential amount of the plants in my tank, which would be heavily affecting the ecosystem and the oxygen that is created in my tank. And I am scared about heavily dispositioning that, on top of the fact that a lot of snails are also like living in the algae now, and I have to come to terms that there is no clean way for me to clean out the algae without accidentally
Ads
taking
are
out
dropping in
a
2
couple of
minutes.
snails. So, um, I'm going to lose some snails. Granted, my tank is filled with hundreds of them, but it still feels bad that I'm going to accidentally lose some snails. Uh, How would you get Maya from Mia? I don't know, but every single person that wasn't me that would see her name written out would always pronounce her name as Maya. And so I felt like I was the one reading it wrong. Same way some get Dick from Richard. But that's an entirely different name. You dog can pronounce is however you want. What's your dog's name? Steve, spelled Philip. That's funny. That's so funny. Mm. Cut the algae out, I have to remove it. I have to do a full-on extraction removal because it's just gonna spread. It's one of those algae. Like it's not like it's the what do you call it? It's the hair algae kind. So it's not like the algae that it's not like basic algae that like cakes on the glass wall or anything, right? It's not like that kind of algae. It's the hair algae. So it's kind of like created moss balls. They're like they look like moss balls in my tank. Yeah, burn it. Yeah. So like they are a woven. They look like cotton balls. They're green cotton balls in my tank.
Level up.
Pimid, hada hada, thank you so much for the follow. With every level I go stronger. Thank you, thank you. Um, but yeah, I have Doggo now. Once Kogi is more trained, and once I clean up my office, maybe I might consider also having a Doggo cam for you guys. Maybe, I don't know. But then it would be like a feet cam, because I probably would have it like at my feet under my desk or something. So it'd be like pseudo feet cam, pseudo doggo cam. It depends. I'm not letting Kogi into my office right now because there's too many things on the floor of my office. I have too many. If I turn around right now, I have like a bunch of I have a stack of like the models, the Gunpla on my floor. I have like 3 card binders. I have a cardboard box. I have like many boxes of cards and plastic bags everywhere. So I need to clean my office before I can let Kogi exist in my office. Dog cam.
ABS
Eventually.
are running for
Will you
180
share more pictures
seconds.
of Kogi in the future? Of course! I have so many videos from Kogi and Ren's play date today. I have so many. Because, like, I was babysitting Ren and freaking. They were just existing together. I do not like walking both dogs at the same time. Kogi is fine. Strangely enough, like Kogi is taking to being on a leash pretty easily. It's Ren that's the problem. And Ren is so stubborn. So good luck, Belle, on trying to like figure out training that out. Kogi is kind of like feeling my temperament and like pretty easy and quick learning, right? Of the two, Kogi, I get the feeling Kogi is like big brother energy to Ren, right? Ren is like ADHD, stubborn child. I'm gonna go like wherever I want, walk in circles around you, swerve left and right. At least Kogi stays on one side of me when walking, right? Kogi may not be leash trained, but man, at least Kogi walks on one side. Ren just goes back and forth, back and forth. The freaking leash gets tangled because of Ren. Hope you and chat are doing good. Release the hounds. Hi KJ. Release the hounds. Yeah. Once you get them fully trained, that would be cool to have a dog cam. It would be, but like, and you know the funny thing was, I was actually worried that Kogi was gonna be the crazy wild one, because like when we went to see them and we walked up to the pen, they were straight up like jumping like crazy. Kogi was like exhilarated, jumping up and down. Ren had like was also the same level of excitement, but then also like ran out of steam faster. They were like chilled out and more passive, right? Whereas Kogi was like still a fireball. And I was actually kind of scared about taking Kogi because I thought Kogi was gonna be the wild one. And so like I was even trying to barter with Belle, like, hey, you sure you want the blue-eyed one? Like the blue-eyed one seems like the more passive one, you know? But then like since taking Kogi home, Kogi has chilled out so much and has like kind of matched my wavelength. And freaking Ren is just a troublemaker. So I think I lucked out on ending up with Kogi because Ren is kind of a butt a little bit. But that could also be Ren being a baby. And being a baby and just like still going through whatever baby process and the teething and whatnot. Harness or collar. Right now, the lady gave each of us a training collar is what she called it. She gave us a training collar. For the time being. I'm looking at harnesses, but I didn't buy one yet because I needed the chest measurement of the dog. I was like gonna get it before even getting the dog, but I was looking at the listing and I'm just like, should I guesstimate the chest heart like size or do I just wait? So I haven't gotten it yet. But for the time being, we were given this collar that she says is a training collar. You've seen some even use halters. What are halters? What are halters? Mia didn't use a harness. Mia just used a collar. But I never had any problems walking Mia. She kind of always stayed right next to me. And that was something that I did train her to do. I did train her to always like heel slash walk right next to me, and she rarely ever had any like issues. YouTube brain neurons. Hi! Hello! Hi Nolan. Those heads strapped you see on horses. Like side blinders for dogs? Nolan! Hara, thank you so much for the follow. With every level I go stronger. Thank you, thank you! Also, I didn't get to play a game last time. Let me boot up a game right now, and we can continue talking about dog while I play game. And it's just gonna be the night market, so it's not gonna be like super intensive. Because there's a lot of like dog things, right? And so like, I was even already like, what's the word? Not like fantasizing, but like fantasizing. Fantasizing just sounds wrong, but I was daydreaming. That's a better word. I was daydreaming in my head during the car ride that like, oh, I want to have this doggo, and this doggo will be able to go camping with me, and I'm just like, I want to go camping with this dog. Did I use a controller for this game? I don't remember if I did. Although in saying that, I can't find my mouse, so I think I didn't use a controller with this game. Because like Sueberry has a dog. Sueberry has such a well-trained dog that goes camping with her. And I was like, oh, I can now have a camping dog. But then now I need to figure out camping dog. Where's my... Ugh. Also, why is game not showing? Gah. Oh no, and chat's not showing. Wait. Has chat like not been showing this entire time on stream? I had turned it off for the call-in at the convention, and I must have forgotten to turn it back on. I'm sorry. I've just been talking to myself visually on stream. What your brain is doing? Aoi mawe. Aoi mawe. Aoi mawe. Aoi mawe. Kind of, but different. It's different than that. Not one bit. I was but then like one thing that I have to figure out is how to get Doggo like one of my goals is to get Doggo acclimated with the scooter. With the scooter and maybe ride on the scooter. So my game plan is to obviously start them off early, just have them sniff around the scooter turned off, sit on the scooter turned off, you know, like just do that repeatedly, multiple times, just to get them comfortable with the scooter in off position as a furniture. And then eventually turn on the scooter from a distance so that they're a safe distance from the scooter, and turn on the scooter and just have it sit there with the engine running and get them familiar with it. This is a noise, yeah, and it rumbles like this, and then eventually I will also see about like waddling like on the scooter, right, with the dog nearby, or with the dog like on the scooter. I'm not sure. I don't know like what's the next progressive step from there, but I would probably be just waddle walking the scooter. And then eventually work up to actually slow driving the scooter with the dog, either around the scooter while I'm driving and just visually watching me ride around, or have dog on scooter while I ride around. Those are some goals. You put an example in the Gib Gab. You like getting a horse rifle and motor. Oh, was it like getting a horse rifle and motor trained? What's horse rifle? Cat wants to do an airbud. What do you mean? Airbud did basketball. This is like scooter though. This is scooter. I think the next day is... I don't know what resources I need. How do I... Oh, there we go. 99, 36, 61. But yeah, I want scooter dog. That would be my dream, is to have scooter dog. Scooter applicable dog. Maybe we can go fishing. Fishing's kind of nice. village, most popular fishing spot. Mysterious rocks, paper trees. It's a farm of cats? Wait, could we go to the farm cat? Abundant and creepiness. Or maybe we go to the caves. Actually, let's just go to the cat farm. I don't know what that is. I have no memory of this. There's no rule that Doggo can't get a driver's license. I don't think the dog can get a driver's license. It can't even reach the pedals. But yeah, I want to go camping with dog. With dog. I have so many plans with this puppy. I have so many plans with Kogi. Howdy there, little human. What brings you to these parts? What is this place? This here? Why, this here is the farm. Back in the olden times, we used to grow resources for the bekogenning textile industry on the mainland. In fact, this island here was full, as far as the eye could see, with farms devoted to producing the finest materials for the finest garments the world around. Yep, we were doing quite well for ourselves out here, all up until the great crow infestation of different times anyway. Yep. Them crows wreaked a mighty good havoc on all the crops here, essentially taking down the whole farming industry we had built up. Cats were brought in from the mainland to curb the crow population here, and they did a good job of ridding us of them pests, but sadly the damage had already been done. These lands would no longer produce fabric exports like it used to. We've been able to salvage what we had and have converted some of the farms into produce farms, but it's never been the same here since. You see that scare Nico out there? Scare Nico? Oh. Yeah, scare Nico, like a scarecrow, but with a figure of Nico to keep him crows away. If he still scares crows, isn't he technically still a
To
scarecrow?
put a green one cup
He's
has
not
deemed it
scaring
necessary
Nikos.
to water the cat.
We put up our scare Nico every year to keep crows at bay. Not like we have many crops to protect these days. But something's gotta protect them kitties, wouldn't you say? I would say that. Speaking of which, you must be wondering what all these cats are doing here. I mean, I assume this was a cat sanctuary. Toupee! Congratulations on surviving 18 months. Congratulations! Thank you, thank you! This location mainly serves as the island's cat farm these days. Cat farm? Well, it's much less a farm and more like a place where we take care of some older cats. Wee cats, sick cats, all them cats. Like a sanctuary. Yeah, that's what I said. With all the problems those agents are causing around here for these critters, we need this place more than ever. I even saw some of them being caged for who knows what. Me and my son could hardly keep up these days. Ain't that right, kid? Oh, Corn Kid! Oh yeah. If you're ever looking for something to do out here, you're always welcome to help out here on the cat farm. Let me know if you're interested in helping us pick up some hairballs. There is a copious amount of hairballs here, though. Hello. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Corn Kid. Corn Kid. What happens when you grow up? Then I'll be Corn Man. And if I have a kid of my own, I'll be Corn Dad. That's quite a legacy. Yeah. For now, I help out on the farm, learning the ins and outs of corn. Surrounding myself in all things corn. That explains the costume. In order to understand the corn, we must be one with the corn. He's the children of the corn. I am the corn. Be the corn. Well, good luck with that. Children of the corn. Children of the corn. Oh, can I go? How can you possibly build a path this way and not allow me to walk this way? How have you done this? How have you created this invisible wall for me? Look, Beko, you're mpreg times 2 already. Mpreg. Times 2. Rifle training a horse is firing off guns near it. Oh, yeah! I think I remember hearing about that somewhere. That, like, proper training of a horse, you have to basically, like, expose it to a lot of stimulations to help it stay calm in situations. Calming it down and repeating till no longer gets startled by gunfire. Yeah, you're basically, like, getting it desensitized to world stimulations. Corny little rascal. Yeah. Ugh, he's a little corny little rascal guy. I'm so excited. I have dog. Also, for anybody that's wondering, I am very much aware that I have named my dog Meat. For anybody that does not know, Kogi is Korean for meat. You can actually blame Belle for it, because I was trying to figure out a name for a dog, and me being a nerd, I wanted it to be slightly nerdy or of some sort. So I was trying to think of like anime dogs, right? Anime dogs names. I didn't want to name him Ein. That's too basic, too normal. And then I couldn't think of anything else. So then I started trying to look up Australian anime characters, like anime characters that are like based or themed off of Australia or something, since he was like an Australian shepherd dog or something. And I couldn't find any. There was a swimmer from Free, I think. I've never watched Free. So I was just like, I don't know. And then eventually, like, Belle made the joke of like, just call him Dog Meat, right? And I'm just like, oh, you like Fallout, like from Fallout, Dog Meat. And I'm just like thinking about it more, and I'm like thinking about it more. And technically, there's a dog in Exo Saga, and his name is Menchi, which is supposed to mean minced meat. And I'm just like thinking about, I thought about it after. I thought about Minchi after the fact, but I was still stuck on dog meat. And I'm like, I could,
Meat,
but I don't want
because
to
that's
call
what will
him
happen
dog
in a
meat.
zombie apocalypse.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
all he'll happen to be. Yeah. I kind of like the idea of calling him meat. And I was just like, okay, well, there's two words that I know that mean meat. Niku, which is Japanese for meat, Niku, and Kogi, which is Korean. And don't ask me how I know the two words, like the word for meat in multiple different languages. The Kogi was just a freak accident because I was watching a Korean drama, and the girl, the main character, she was just like eating late at night, and she was like obsessed. She was just like, yes, like she wanted steak. She's like, oh, Kogi, and I was like, oh, Kogi. And so like, yeah, so the name was either gonna be Niku or Kogi. And I was like thinking about it in the car. So this was even before seeing the dog. I was thinking about it in the car, and I'm like thinking about like the way I trained Mia and like the vocal commands and things like that, and what was easier to like say and things. And I'm just like, Niku, the ni is like a recessive sound where you're like ni, you know, like it's kind of hard to scream like ni, you know, like ni. It's a recessive sound in my brain. And ko and gi are both like sounds that you can project really, really well. So if you needed to call the dog from afar, from a distance, it would be easier to project sounds that way. So I ended up picking Kogi of the two for ease of training and name calling purposes. Yeah, it's Korean. Train a horse to be calm well enough and you can shoot while riding. Yeah. Dinga. Hi, Dinga. How are you doing? Australian Shepherds are from California. Are they from California? Why are they called Australian Shepherds then? Me, because that's what will happen.
Watch out!
I always joke that it's just emergency food supply. Confusing, you know. Ow! How are you? I'm doing good. Miku mi. Niku. So I think it's N-I. K-U. Niku. That's Japanese for meat. Chat, don't make a comment on the fact that the Chinese cat named her dog meat. I didn't even think about that. You can blame Belle, okay? Belle brought up the dog meat name from Fallout. And he's just like, Belle kept changing the name for his dog. He's just like, we could name, he's like, I want to name him Raw for Lotus because his eyes are blue. I want to name him Raw because Raw is something
I gave
something
you a
from
warning
Lotus.
that I was gonna throw something at you, and you still got hit.
I didn't see the warning. I was too busy talking about meat. Gah. But yeah, he was saying he wanted to name him Raw, and I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, Raw. I feel like Raw is a little bit difficult when like projecting for training Raw. Raw, come here, Raw, right? It's too close to like Raw. And so I'm just like, and like he was like maybe Lotus. He really wanted it to be centralized around Lotus. So then I looked up and I'm like, well, there's a name Ren that means Lotus, and he liked that, so he ended up resulting to that. So that's why his dog is named Ren. So we kind of helped each other with our dog names. He fed me Fallout dog meat. I fed him Ren. You feel like we need a conspiracy board to find out what the doggo been named Kogi? What do you mean? You forgot you had a modded YouTube so you don't get the ads. No ads. Gah. Nika nee. Yeah, I thought about that too. It's so cute, but it's not like a projection name. It's not a name that you can project very easily. Bekonomicon? Yes. Hello. Yours is Buster and King. You have normal names. Belle really hates the fact that I quite literally named my dog Meat. He hates the fact, he's just like, why? I told Archie like the dog name, and Archie's response was like, yeah, but that's so you. That feels like such a you name. Like that's a name that you would do. That feels like such a Beko name. Raw. Like he originally wanted to name it R.A. Raw. Like Raw, Pharaoh Raw or something. Raw, ma, ooh la la. Yeah, so I was just like, ugh. I was really hopeful he wouldn't pick Raw for the name, but ultimately it's up to him what he names his dog. We don't even know. He might even change it from Ren. Dog might not be Ren tomorrow. We normally charge a $50 fee to participate, but we'll let you off the hook this one time. Never mind. I don't need your cat fur that badly. There's other places that have cat fur. I wasted my time being here, but it's good to have some more. Raw. Your cousin named his dog Wesson because your cousin's name is Smith. It's so clever. Yeah, I'm that person that would want to name them like something really dumb like that, right? So like, he was asking why Mia's name was Mia, and I was telling him it was because when I adopted her, she was already named Mia, right? And I was really determined to change her name. Like I wanted to name dog like my own naming convention. But like after adopting her, I was like, oh, I'd feel bad about changing her name. You know, she's had it for 5 years. Like it's probably easier to just keep the name that she has. So I just kept it as Mia, but I went to the shelter fully prepared and wanting to rebrand her as either Cotton Swab or Q-Tip. So I could have had a dog named Cotton Swab or Q-Tip. I couldn't figure out which one was cuter, Cotton Swab or Q-Tip. I think her name would have been Q-Tip. If I was allowed to have renamed her, if I just went full on and just renamed her, it would have been Q-Tip, I think. Which is like, I don't know if that's considered cute or if that's like a good name. But I'm kind of happy that I didn't change your name. Mia just felt right. All of your pets get people names. People names. I'm glad you kept the old name. You're glad Mia got to have a normal name. Kogi, however, has to be Kogi. Kogi is Kogi. I forgot what any of these people want. Oh, the zipper pouch. Freaking, I have no idea whenever I'm gonna find a zipper pouch for you, buddy. Boyfriend pillow. Snappy the snail. Why are there agents in the town? A dog named Cat, like the heavy equipment manufacturer. He was a yellow lab. I've heard of that too. Just naming the animal just a different animal critter in general. I've heard of that one as well. Octo candy. Do I not have octo candy? But I'm the type of person where, like, if I got multiple creatures, I would want like another cute name. You want to know another cute name combination? If you have 2 dogs, name one Pepto and the other Bismol. That's a cute name combination, I think. I think that's a cute name combination. Pepto and Bismol. IRS? What do you mean? Just name the dog the IRS? Sorry, I gotta go home. Otherwise, the IRS. Otherwise, IRS is, like, really upset at me. You know? Oh, frick. What did you want? Family windsock. Okay. I'm, like, trying to re-acclimatize. Flying fish. Oh, I could have gone fishing. I think I still can go fishing. Speedo Garugum. Sakura gelatins. Helker and Coach? What is that one? Dog bouquets. I don't think I have the flowers for your dog bouquets. 1 piss and 1 tachio. Who's that? Kibti? What are all of these? Gun company? Oh my god. Let's go fishing. Oh, pistachio! Pistachio. Piss and stachio. That's fair. Pew, pew. Oh, what is the frick? A machine part. Oh, machine part. Oh, the machine. No, I didn't want that orange hairball. How do I do this again? How do I fish again? Oh, frig. How do I fish again? Hi, Nolinka! How are you? Hello, hello. Heckler and Koch, a German gun manufacturer. Oh. Heckler. Just name him Coke. One Uma, the other Musume. One would straight up be named Horse. Uma. Hans. Uma. I could have named one Top and the other Gun for Top Gun. If I have like 2, right? I don't know. These are like cute, like naming conventions. But then the thing, you know, it would be so sad if you get like a pairing and you name them like that, like matching names, and then one of them passes away. That's like the most depressing thing ever, because then you have an incomplete pairing name. It's okay. We're happy with Kogi. We're happy with Kogi, right? Kogi is a cute name for a dog. And unless you know Korean, you would not know that I named my dog Meat. Unless you know Korean, you would not know that I named my dog me. You would just think, oh, that's a cool name, Kogi. You know, kind of like Corgi or something like that. Oh, yeah, Kogi. Such a cute name. Ignore the fact that it's dog meat. I mean, it's just meat, technically. It's a dog that's named Meat. Still sick, but we're getting better. Long time no see, long time no see. Yeah, how are you? I got a dog. More specifically, I got a puppy. Maverick and Goose. Bakshin! Bakshin and Sakura. Yeah. Beko naming a dog Salmon. You know what? That wouldn't work. It wouldn't work because the dog would get so confused because I say salmon way too much. I talk about salmon and I get too excited about salmon. The dog would be so confused and think that I'm like calling them all the time, right? I think that would not work. It would not work. Don't name the dog your favorite food. That would be like me naming the dog like Jollibee. Although that is a cute name. All things considered, Jollibee would be a cute name. This is my dog Jollibee. Give me some of that. Give me that sushi. Give me that salmon to go. Frick. Where's my salmon? How do I make this show me food?
Level up.
Zimmerman! Hara hara! Thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I grow stronger. Thank you, thank you! A friend for your shrimp? Eventually, I will introduce them to the shrimp. And hopefully, the shrimp will have babies. The shrimp still do not have babies, but I do think one of the females is getting close to ready. The female is so vibrantly red. The shell is so opaque. Which is a very good sign. The shell, the body is super duper opaque. She getting thick too. Sammy the salmon. That's acceptable. Naming Sammy the salmon Sammy. That'd be acceptable. Doggo. Name the dog Doggo. Hey. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Who's this? Donate or die? I know what you are. Who? Bakshin. Bakshin, Bakshin, Bakshin. It's storming so hard. Is it really? It started raining for me today. Ever so slightly. You guys keep throwing things at me. You're throwing love at me. Oh. Oh. I'm not hearing the noise for some reason. Go?
Pythagorean own cup chucked $6.70. I was held at gunpoint FR lavis please.
Please. Please. Oh. Why did it break? Why does it not know? It doesn't know. User has yeeted. Donation amount. Where are you trying to... Why did you not get the information you needed? Thank you, Tupi. Thank you. We might get snow tomorrow. Winter took its sweet time. Really? You're gonna get snow? That's crazy. I saw snow when driving the 6+ hours out into the farmland country. I passed by, I guess, a ski resort. And there was a ton of snow, and that made me super duper excited, and it was snowing up in the mountains. So I got to see snow a little bit, but it wasn't enough to like stick on the actual road itself. Yeah, it was just nice. It was nice to see snow. But it did make me want to go like skiing. Like I really, really want to go like snowboarding. I miss snowboarding. I want to go snowboarding. It's been a while. Do you think I can teach Kogi to go snowboarding with me? Do you think Kogi would snowboard with me? Do they make frick! I pulled out too fast. Shout out to user. It's a maybe. Yum, yum. Tipping donation amount. Amazing. Zippy, how much Uma do you play, and how much money have you contributed to your Uma? You miss playing airsoft in the snow? I've not played airsoft at all. But what's the difference between playing it in the snow? Do you do paintball in the snow and then you paint the snow multiple colors? Actually, I have a question. Does paintballing, is the paint environmentally friendly? If you're doing paintball in the forest, is the paint that gets splattered on the trees and the ground, is that environmentally friendly? Roughly $400 so the captain can pull ice. Tupi, are you going to Afkai? Did you know that Afkai is going to have an Uma Musume contest? Are your horses prepped, primed, and ready? Are you gonna enter the Uma Musume tournament? Are you gonna enter the Uma Musume tournament? Some are. Never, it's not. It just adds fun and keeps you cooler. Oh, the snow keeps you cooler. I was like, the paint keeps you cooler. No, it's just airsofting in the snow. I get that. Because you're running around a lot, so it does keep you cooler. I get that. I came here to just mind-numbingly play a game, and I am fishing. Perfect. Absolute baller. They make non-toxic paintballs, but most aren't. That's crazy, especially if you're playing this in the forest, and you're like painting nature up. That's kind of crazy. A little bit. A little bit. I mean, you know, I know they're just like, yeah, sell, fun excitement. Think of no repercussions, which you know, okay. But that's actually kind of crazy when you think about it. How many trees get paintballed? Nah, you rather watch Secure and Safe from your bedside along with some great dockies and some nice drip to wear for real. Okay, I guess that's fine. I guess maybe hopefully by then I'll figure out my I haven't done any IRL streams in a while. Maybe we'll figure out an IRL streaming situation. And you can watch from the comfort of your bed. The nature loves microplastics. More microplastics for nature. Let me just use up all of my energy. What remaining energy I have. Very much yes. Very much yes. Are you excited? There's a new docky design. Oh my god! The rigging has commenced. I know I mentioned this last time. The rigging has commenced on the 2.0 model. So I'm so excited. I don't know when it's going to be finished. I did get a singular update on the eye blink. The eye's now one eye. My last update, one eye blinks. So that's very exciting. What other things can I create? What can I create? I can make a mailbox. I can make a knocking window. I can make a shop sign. A planter box. Didn't she? She wanted a terrarium, though. What do we got? Cat purrs. Nico plush. I need the boyfriend body pillow. What is that? Pink? What gives pink dye? Hank the hunk tote. Flower apron. What gives pink dye? Which fish gives pink? Hold on.
to Pythagorean 1 cup has deemed it necessary to water the cat.
Hello! One-eyed Beko? Yes, the one-eyed. Actually, funnily enough, it was my golden eye that he was rigging at the time. Is it the octopus? I think the octopus gives black. So is it the catfish? But I feel like the catfish gives brown? Do you guys remember which one gave pink? Let's try the octopus. Let's just try squeeze. Black dye. I knew it. Damn it. Okay. Is it the catfish? No. Who else can I squeeze? Is it the urchin? Does the urchin give pink? Brown dye. Okay. So gross. Is it the red snapper? That would give red. Yeah, that gives red. Okay. Ugh. Who are you? Bluefin tuna will definitely give blue. I'm not gonna bother that. Is it the rainbow trout? Does the rainbow trout give pink? Rainbow dye. I need pink. I need pink. Who gives pink? Clearly none of the ones that I have. I have squeezed all that I could. Crabs don't get squeezed. Lobsters do not get squeezed. And I'm not gonna bother with the bluefin tuna. I think the bluefin. Okay, shrimp? No, can't squeeze the shrimp. Okay. What do I have? Pug, paper doll, journal. There's a lot of things I can make, actually. There's a lot of things I can make for the, whatchamacallit? The night market. Huh. Frog bog. Dog bouquet. I'm still missing the white flowers for the dog bouquet. Small fishing pond. That's kind of cool. I wonder how much money that would net me. It just needs rocks and wood. I'm kind of curious. Yes! No, it's too soon! It's not perfect. Snip. No! God damn it! I want it perfect. Give me a perfect pun. No! Oh my god. Screw timing. I can't. Okay, screw these other things. I can make a paper fan. There's a lot of things I can sell now, actually. There's like a crap ton of things I can sell. Man, the paper takes like absolutely nothing. Do we want to make a flower apron? Do we want to make a Mineko plush? Let's make a Mineko plush. Oh frick, oh frick. Is this perfect? Okay, good. I'm like... What does the wood require? Let's see the planter box. Oh, frick. No! Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna go to sleep. Screw this noise, I'm going to sleep. You want to believe that the cat purse looks like that one cat bag you have that you really like? I don't think it looks like that. I think it looks like the Sailor Moon cat purse that I have, not the crazy looking one that you like. You like the crazy looking furry one. I don't think that looks like that, but it would be crazy if it did. It would be absolutely wild. Let's go to the cave and get some rocks. Because you have a chance for some rare rocks. But it would be so cute. It would be so cute. It would be. Oh, this lady needs her parts. So I need to eventually visit the other parts of the island to find the rest of her parts. It's okay. But yeah. What time am I at? I have 10 more minutes and then I will end stream so that I can get ready for dinner for Magway hours, and also I now have to have a puppy schedule, right? So I basically have to also walk use puppy. Right now I'm doing 3 times a day to figure out the puppy's pee schedule. 3 times a day. Either 3 or 4 times a day. Just to make sure, because like the puppy lived on a farm. So they had a doggy door. And I don't exactly have like a proper backyard for the dog to pee. So I do have to go on walkies. But that's good too, because I don't really go out much, so I do need to go for walkies as well. So puppy is going to help cat also go walkies. And that's actually really exciting for me. Because that means I get to go out more. What the frick am I doing? I have forgotten how to do this. Oh, good. We found an emerald. How wonderful. How nice. Can't be this hard to care for some meat. It's a puppy! It's a puppy! I'm also trying to schedule an evaluation this Thursday for puppy training. Puppy training. I think Kogi is a quick learner though. But yeah, Kogi lived on a farm. They had doggy door and had kind of free reign of like a huge portion of the land / was kept in an outdoor pen as well. They either lived like in an inside pen or an outdoor pen. So they had a lot of free reign, really, to just go whenever. But obviously that's not the case with me. I don't have like a farm. I don't live on a farm, unfortunately. So I will have like a scheduled system of feed twice a day, pee, starting 3 times, but eventually maybe 2 depending on their bladder. But also I did take Kogi for a walk during lunch and Kogi did not pee. So there's actually a chance that Kogi only needs to go twice a day. Kogi has a bigger water bladder. Maybe. Who knows? I'm probably gonna get off stream and maybe Kogi has pissed himself. Gah! Auto feeders are the way to go. Well, the feeder isn't the problem. I just feed like in the morning and then at night after I eat. The auto feeder is great for the fish. I don't need to think about the fish too much, right? But in terms of the dog, I think it's fine. I don't think it's too much of a hindrance. But you know, don't forget to get roast duck or pork tomorrow. Okay. You're one hyperfixation away from getting a farm. I mean, you know, I did ask the lady. She has cows. I did ask the lady if she milks her cows. They're like, do you milk your cows? She said something, she answered, but I didn't quite understand the response. She said something about the cows, they buy cows from the market. They buy calves from the market. And something about Jersey. So like I don't know what that means. She said that the calves are jerseyed, or like they have 5 calves to a jersey. I don't know what that means. I'm thinking a jersey sweater. And I didn't want to ask what that meant, what the term jersey means. Auto feeder lacks the soul. Yeah, I get to watch dog. I like watching dog eat. Old Beko had a farm. Yeah, yo. I wouldn't mind it. I'm already trying to figure out how to be self-sustainable, right? I want to be self-sustainable. Some cows are milkers, some aren't. Is that what they call jerseys, though? Are the ones that... they're Jersey cows? What are Jersey cows? What does that mean? What's a Jersey cow? Oh, cake! Oh, woo. Oh, woo. I need to make bank during this night market. Oh my god, there's so many new things at the night market. I need to make sure I make bank. Kaiju! I got a dog. But also, Kaiju! I got gifts for you. I have gifts for you. Jersey cows are the top tier for milk, apparently. Really? Jersey? For milk? I should ask the lady if I can milk her cow. Any/all mammals are milkers if you want it. No. What's that badge? You like it? Which badge? Welcome home, what do you mean? You heard cows mentioned? Yeah, I want to milk cow. Mount Fugu play. Make sure to stop by the stage for Mount Fugu play. Let's go. I can't wait to see it. I could wait, but that takes nothing away from my excitement for this event. Now go, shop, eat, play, enjoy. Jeff the Shark from Marvel Rivals? Oh. Okay, display items. Okay, what are my crafted items? Oh, I actually didn't craft. I thought I had more than I thought I did. I didn't craft as much as I thought I did. Let's sell some games. Let's sell... I don't even know what that is. Let's sell some pawns. And we'll sell the fan. I thought I had more crafted. I did not. And here I am asking to make a lot of money this night market. And I totally skimped out on crafting. One more item. What can I give? What is this? That's like a defect, right? That's not an actual item. That has to be a defect. I could give a fish. That seems like a waste, though. What's this, actually? What do I use these for? What do I use the fish toys for? 28. Sure. Call the customers. Never forget Kaiju's cheater arc. Where? Oh, from being in Ray's stream? That's so funny. There's a lot of that going around, apparently. Were the cows tanned color? I actually didn't get to see the cows. I just asked if she had cows, but I didn't personally get to see the cows. I saw the horses. So she specifically breeds horses. What did the website say? She breeds a specific kind of horse. If I can remember finding this horse. You might know what it is. Go! Breeder of Hungarian warm blood horses. That is what she is a breeder of. But she had a lot of different colored horses. I don't know if they were the same breed of horses, but I saw a furry horse. I saw one horse that was very furry. Fire name, yeah. Forgot you dual stream. You were wondering why someone mentioned cheatin'. Ha! You would like the planter. I would like to sell you the planter for $214 or $231. $231. Let's go. Call customer. Hello. 2 fishing ponds. You want the 2 fishing ponds? Would you take it for 636 or 728? They're regular fishing ponds, so they're just like, it's a deal. I need to display more items. I have nothing to show for my
Ads are dropping
wares.
in 2 minutes.
I don't know where the gems go. I don't know what you do with the gems. Do I just show this? The garbage woodcraft? No, I can't do that. What do I show? Do you want the toy? You want that? Okay, call the customer. Hello! Perfect plush Nico. Has to be 160. It's perfect grade material. She's gonna reject it. Yeah, she's gonna reject it. Give me money! Sakura fan perfect? Would you take it for the 378? Maybe? Would you be doll enough to take it for the 378? Or should I knock it down to 331? 378! 378. It's perfect condition. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. I may bank. What do I show? I wish I had crafted more items. Anybody want a hairball? We got some good old hairball. I could display some fish. It's not bad. Let's do the lobster. 7 lobsters. Surely it would sell for more than market price, right? $485? $485? They're in perfect condition! God damn it. You thought all horses were warm-blooded? I don't know. Also, Becca, you mentioned you have an offering you wish to sacrifice to you? Which one? An offering? To sacrifice? No, I have gift for you. I have some gifts that I have procured. Beko, after getting the lore of this being in economically dying community, $500 hairballs. One small fishing pond. Would you take it for the 269? Let's go. Hi. 2 perfect card games. We gotta go for the money.
ABS are
They're
running for
perfect
180
condition.
seconds.
You can get the cheaper regular one, but you're asking for the perfect condition one. That comes with a premium price. Can you do 425? Let's go! He's back again. He wants more cards. And he's not even on the screen. He's kind of broken. He's not here. Did I get my money? Can we do the 441 again? He came back and broke. 6 lobsters. How much would you like the 6 lobsters for? Let's go! 1 plush. You want it. 160. Same price. It's perfect. Ooh. 159 perhaps? That's not much of a deal. 159 is only $1 shorter than the 160 I was asking. That's not a very good haggle. On my end, at least. Like, I'm not meeting her halfway. 156 isn't too bad, honestly. If we're being honest, 156 isn't too bad. I won't bother haggling with her. We can give it to her for 156, right? That's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Let's go! Fishing ponds was our best price item. Greetings, vendor. I've been hearing great things about your booth. Thanks to vendors like you, word of the night market is really getting around. Keep up the great work, kid. The night market has leveled up to level 6. Keep an eye out for upgrades to the night market next week. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. Okay. LOL, trying to haggle $4 off 160 is wild. Trying to counter haggle $1? Also, what is going on with the old lady? Why is she in this person's booth? She's not supposed to be in this booth. That's kind of crazy. Okay, what are the big things? What have I not had? Kiton candy? This is for, like, the museum. I need to figure out what I already have. I don't need any of that. I don't need new clothes. I don't know if I have the Naoto on a stick. I don't think I have that. And I don't remember if I have the catfish taiyaki. So we're gonna get the Naoto on the stick. I know I have the saffron fried rice balls. It's currently in my inventory right now, I believe. The jellyfish! That's what gives pink dye. I need jellyfish. I'm not going to buy the jellyfish. I'm going to fish the jellyfish. But now we know. What are you doing? Try your luck at the fishing game. Or not. It's your life. I'm too tired for fishing. I need to eat something. Let's eat the... I know the ramen is safe to eat. Let's eat the ramen. Okay. Give me the fishing. Yes, let me try. Oh, frick. It's an actual fishing game. Like, it's actual fishing. I got a koi! I got a necking koi! Hold on, I'll come back to fish more. I need to look at the other vendors before I... Man, that koi costs $50! It costs money to get his fish! That's crazy! It doesn't cost me anything to fish in a regular pond! $50! He must be making bank! Oh, I need 2 gelatins. This is the gelatin that a woman wanted. So I need 1 for the museum and 1 for the lady. Okay. I kind of want the cat box animal. Didn't somebody want a box animal? Oh, frick. He wanted the snail box animal. So it's none of these guys. But I kind of do want that cat box animal. I don't need it. But I kind of want it. But I don't need it. What is this flower? What is this flower? That's a crazy looking flower. Kudzu flower. I'll buy 2. Because I don't know. I don't know. All of those seemed like common flowers, so maybe not. I won't. What is your thing? Welcome to the Octopool. Your chance to win octastic prizes. Are you feeling octo lucky? Let's do a pull. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, which tentacle do I pull? Oh, no. Okay, let's go with the left one. Rose quartz! Resources abound. You wait to see what you have procured for you in due time. Yeah, I'll probably try to figure out bringing it to Offkai. So if you go to Offkai, I'll bring that. So just make sure you have space to bring back. When bring back, I probably won't ship it. It'll cost too much because it might be heavy. It might be heavy. So just have suitcase space for like I don't know, the size of an Xbox, but it's not an Xbox. It's not an Xbox, just so you know, but the size of an Xbox. What else is there? Is there any other shops? There's more shops. There has to be more shops. More shop. I think I got those treats. Do I want to try fishing again? It costs $50. $50 to fish at your fishing game. He just gives koi. Okay, it's just koi. I think. I'm hoping it's just koi. $50 for koi? I don't need to do that again. Let's go. Okay, I'm done, I think. Ready to start the main event? Remember, this is the last event of the night, so the night market will end immediately afterwards. Yeah, I think I got everything. Except for that box animal cat. Do I need it? I don't need it. Do I need it? I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. Yeah, I'm done. How are you doing? Oh, you're so thoughtful asking me how I'm doing. You're doing good. Just resting like a little dog. Woof woof. Wow. We're starting the play again. A brick. Beko never gets you a gift. Being her friend is the best gift you can ask for. Aww. I am the gift. To be fair, it was just something that I happened upon. Like, it was something that I happened upon. So it's not like I went out of my way to get it. It was just there. You see, you must have had a long day at work. Oh my god, Kaiju. All this role play, all this soft talk. Like an original Xbox or the Xbox Series X? Maybe the original? Maybe? I can measure the dimension. You so right. What the frick? You're already fading the moment you see Beko's ears wiggle. So if I just wiggle them more? A long time ago, in the town of Fugu, lived a farmer and his daughter, Mari. One day, the two of them ventured out into the woods to look for, well, wood. Oh, hey, Hannah. I mean, Mari. We better gather some wood for the, thing. Yes, wood for the thing. Why don't I gather some wood here while you go somewhere else to look for wood? Sounds good. Father? I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Little did they know, things were about to go wronger before things went righter. In fact, hours passed with no sign of the farmer's daughter in sight. Uh-oh. Where did my daughter go? Daughter? Daughter? Oh man, look at that cardboard moon. It must be nighttime now. I will go back into town and get some help to find that kid. So the farmer made the trek back to Fugu without his daughter. There he called on the great Niku for assistance, who had been living in the village. Hey, great Niku, I need help with a thing. But the great Niku already knew what was wrong. For you see, as the sworn protector of the people of Fugu, he had the ability to sense danger. There are crows at your farm. Your daughter went missing. You broke your favorite cub. What? No, it's my wait, did my favorite cub break for real? Anyway, it's my daughter. She's gone. We went into the woods to look for wood. And now she might be wood. She might be lost. Oh, that sucks. We better find her. Yeah, total agreement. The two of them ventured out into the woods, but it seemed hopeless. The woods of Fugu were thought to be some of the deepest and puzzliest woods in all the world. Geez, these woods are deep and puzzly. The two of them shouted for the daughter as loud as they possibly could. Was it Mari? Monica! What is this a reference to? Mari! Mari! But to no avail. Man, there is no avail. The deeper they proceeded into the woods, the colder the woods became, until the two of them made it to the center of the forest in a snowy clearing. There, they met a peculiar snow monkey. Whoa, who are you? I am a peculiar snow monkey. Hey, peculiar snow monkey, what are you doing out in the middle of the woods? I am a peculiar snow monkey. No, your other line. Oh, I am the keeper of the woods. Oh, neat. Have you seen my daughter out here? I will guide you to her if you answer my riddle. Oh, it's a riddle giving peculiar monkey. What's your riddle? What's really tall, like even taller than trees, but it doesn't grow? A giraffe with a giraffe with another giraffe sitting on its shoulders. A mountain. Ah, yes, you're right. Now I will reveal the direction she went. She went that way. It's kind of weird that you wouldn't just tell us that without the whole riddle thing, but thanks. But I should warn you, it's hopeless. The woods are too vast to find that kid. Just then, Niku had an idea. I have an idea. Niku raised his hands to the skies. All of a sudden, they felt a rumble from the ground. Are we starting an avalanche? Oh. In an instant, a mountain grew up from the ground, right where they were standing. Whoa, Nico, did you make this mountain? Yep. Neat. Well, we should be able to find her from this height. I thought we could take a skiing break. Oh no, I'm afraid of heights! Oh no, I'm afraid of heights! I kind of want to do that, even though I'm not afraid of heights. Just completely ignores my prompt. Hey, I see her from this height. I am able to see far away, and I see her. And it ignored my prompt completely. Oh yeah, she's down there, huddled up by the river, looking all cold and junk. Good job, Nico. No worries. You said what? You said what? Where's my mouse? Beko is the best VA. Most people would have to pay for this type of pain alleviation. Appreciated cat girl list. Yeah. I am more medically better, but not doctor recommended. Ibuprofen. You're literally right here. You said what you said. But no. I'm not even like doing like vast voice variety. Since you're like so illiterate, you're just gonna assume Beko is saying Miku every time she reads that name. It must push the Miku agenda. What Miku agenda? Who the Miku? Miku who? Vocaloid Miku? You just don't understand your huge set of skills. Harumph harumph. All bro really thinks about is Miku, Miku, ew. Giving you a lobotomy just by shouting Miku, Miku, ew. Miku, Miku, beam. 1, 2, 3. All you hear is Miku. What the frick? Mayhaps you do that, you will stop having all of these bad thoughts of instead of yeah. Ibuprofen. I do ibuprofen. Mari, my daughter, you're alive! Father, is it really you? How did you find me? I was all, lost in junk. Did you hear that rumbling noise a minute ago? Yeah, what was that? It was this whole, thing. Like, Niku made a mountain and everything. Whoa, neat. Thanks for finding me, Father and Niku. And from then on, the people of the village were forever watched over by Niku from atop. A snowy monkey! The great Mount Fuji! A giraffe on top of another giraffe! Wow, what a phenomenal play! Take a bow, kids! I forgot there's trophies and prizes, and I did mess up 2 lines on purpose. I hope they still give it to me. Don't forget to come back next week for the Lantern Lighting Festival! You can all leave now. The trophy will be delivered to your home. Yay! Let's go! Hey! Add it to my collection. My collections ever grows. Let's go. I'm only missing the one from the very beginning of the year. The frickin' cat running race thing. Gah. Sag. How do I save again? How do I... Oh, I gotta go to sleep to save, I think. So we have to go to bed. Time to sleep, yes. I am hungry. Yes, please close and clit. I am hungry. I'm sure Kogi is hungry too. We gotta go feed puppers. We gotta go feed puppers. Huh? Hey! Pardon, sorry, apologies. You're all, was it? You just call away, those bad thoughts won't exist. Beautiful. If you behave, I could even give you a cake to blow at your place. Oh, I want a cake! Wait, I want a cake. Wait, all of the, oh my god, all of the aftermarket Valentine's Day treats and stuff should be on sale right now. I should go check that out. I should go check that out and see what's on sale so I can go get a Valentine's cake. I want cake. I want to tweet. When will Beko buy you birthday gift in this game? I don't know. What gift do you want? Hi, Dinga. Bless you, bless. What the? You like fox? You like the fox? The fox creature. What does the fox say? I don't know if you've ever heard a fox actually like make noises. It's kind of weird. They like bark, but not bark. They bark and not bark. Rocks and shakes those thunderous waves you'll ride. Man, I want to make a milkshake. You made a cake on Valentine's Day. If you had known you wanted one, you would have shared a slice. Do you have pictures of your cake? Did you really? Did you really make a cake on Valentine's Day? If you have a picture, I want to see. I want to see the picture of your cake. Please, thank you. Please, please, and thank you. Let's see. What do we got here? Literally fox outside. Really? You actually have a quite literal fox outside making noises for you at this very moment. That's crazy. I've always thought about having a fennec fox, but that's even more like feral, more wild animal, cannot be trained. So there is that. Let's read here. It's been a hot minute. You forgot to post them in the Beko server? You will? Yes, please! Thank you, thank you! I get to see cake. I get to see beautiful, beautiful cake. What kind of cake was it? Was it tasty? Sounds like this cake is not for the faint of heart. Uh-oh. What do you mean? You don't believe that Nazi dog would have made a beautiful cake? The cat demands cake offerings. I demand the cake offerings. I demand it so. Yes, yes indeed. Oh. Next year for Valentine's Day, we should do an event. I should try to plan like a cool like dating game-esque stream with you guys for next Valentine's Day instead of going to a dog cafe. Instead of going to a dog cafe and being super endeared by the dogs, which caused me to bring home a dog. I I ended for Happy Valentine's Day. I've adopted a son. Happy Valentine's Day. I've adopted a son. Oh no. The cat shall see cake summon Sir Mix a lot. I actually have a shelf of cake mix. I could make a bunch of cake. Yeah. But yeah. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.